Hey, what is up everyone? It's Rich. All right, this is interesting. These videos are harder to do now because I'm not used to talking in the camera. But I wanted to give some updates for everyone on Patreon. So, first things first. The Grifter drawing thing last night was actually very, very fun. Couple people participated, and you know, it's such a bummer that there's time zones because it's like, I think it would be really fun if everybody 7 o'clock at night came over to the Patreon and we all drew. I don't know, it sounds kind of neat, like would be a fun little thing to look forward to every day. And so I think we'll definitely keep doing the draw-alongs, and you're more than welcome to participate at a time that's convenient for you. If you look at the Patreon page, you'll see under like where the banner is, it'll say Richard Friend is creating art. There's 3 tabs. There's one called Community, which even I didn't really know it was there. But if you click on Community, it's basically like a message board for the site. So you guys can all post there for whatever reason. Patreon definitely has its shortcomings, but I can't actually post there. I can reply. I can't actually start a post there, as far as I could tell. At least not on my phone. Or did I check on the computer? I think it was on the computer. So it's kind of weird. But yeah, they're well, they want you to install the phone app. I haven't done it yet. But yeah, uploading from your phone to Patreon kind of sucks too. It's very buggy. The other thing too, for new people joining Patreon, if for some reason you didn't get an email from me, one, welcoming you, and send you the 25 links to the unlisted videos, let me know. For whatever reason, the way that Patreon sends out the emails, some come to my main inbox, and then some, I think, end up in my promotions. Yeah, it's promotions folder, because Josh Gamble signed up, and welcome Josh, and welcome everyone that's been joining up. I appreciate it so much, and that's why I'm actually doing this video, is because I really do. This isn't some, you know, like Patreon like brainwashing me to like tell you that I appreciate you, because you guys already know I do, or you wouldn't have come here. Yeah, if for some reason I missed the notification that you signed up, please just drop me a line and say, hey Rich, can you send me the video? Someone couldn't find one of the videos, the Frazetta one, and I sent them that. So yeah, I'm my computer or phone on all day basically. So I'm pretty on it when it comes to replying and communication on that. And it's, you know, it's something that I take pride in, and it's definitely something professionally that I tried to provide to people that work with me. So I still haven't found work. I actually just got an email from DC. They are looking for me. Beginning of the year, there's some changes going on within the company and whatnot. So, you know, it was interesting because I'm so honest sometimes. And I think that people are used to honesty, but maybe not like honesty. So, like, I was getting notes from people that I rarely talk to going like, I hear you can't get work. And one, I was thinking like, how do you even know this? But, you know, I forget sometimes that, like, if I say something on YouTube, other people talk. They weren't even aware that I had a YouTube channel, so they got the information from some completely different channel. I don't know, but anyway, it's not a big deal. I don't have anything to hide, and I don't think I ever say anything, you know, crazy. But yeah, look, is it scary that I don't have work right now? Yeah, of course it is. But like, do I think I'm never going to get work? No. I mean, I would hope not. I don't think I'm at that part of my career where it's like, you can put me out to pasture yet. I'm way too competitive too. And we can actually even talk about that. So look, here's the deal. As much as I want to work on Blaster Kid every moment of the day and evening, right now, I mean, I had to take a bunch of commissions, which they pay all different. I mean, I was explaining, Steven wants me to ink a Wildcats piece that he's drawing, and I'll have people note me and go like, hey, I would love like your black drawing style. I think I mentioned this in another video. You know, Batman with the Gotham, and I mean, those are very, very cool ideas, but they're very time consuming pieces. For me, it's easier if I have to work during the day, to take like a Finch inking commission, meaning like a con sketch that he drew in 30 minutes that will take me 2 hours to ink. And you know, you do a couple of those a day, or more bite-sized work. Problem is it doesn't pay as much, so it keeps me very busy, and then I'm dealing with a lot more email communication and people going like, hey, you know, I'm going to mail this to you and check your tracking and like, is my piece done? So it's you know, I mentioned time management. What I'm transitioning into right now is going from a pretty structured day to a still structured day, but it's like today I got to get art ready, so I'm searching external hard drives to put art up on Comic Art Fans, because if I don't have work 3 weeks from now, I'm gonna start hitting some money problems, and the bills don't stop, baby. So yeah, so I've kind of got to get that going. So it basically washes out my morning. Oh, and I got to do taxes today too, actually. Sales tax for California. And hey, Kubert School just emailed me. Maybe I'll go to the Kubert School and learn to. I don't know. I don't know all their different courses. They've got a few. It's just junk mail. But yeah, so just please be patient. I'm trying to make Patreon as entertaining as possible within what I'm kind of dealing with right now. And I, you know, the second that I have regular work, I can kind of get back to like the regular program, which is one, not taking commissions, one, not having to deal with selling original art, and all that goes with it. But look, I'm in a great mood. I'm very optimistic. You know, last night I was getting texts from people, Pat Scott in particular. Thank you so much for giving me a heads up about the CB Sobolski tweets, because like you mentioned, I'm really not on Twitter, although I have a Twitter account. And you know, CB was saying that Marvel desperately needs inkers. You know, I don't know what that means exactly, because I've sent my package like 3 weeks ago. I would think that I'm professional enough to get work from them, and yet no job offers came my way. Sending a package of, I mean, I'll run down the list of names that were in my package. So I sent it this morning to Ricky Purdon, who used to work at DC Comics. So, Ricky. So my submission package has a Joe Quesada Batman piece. It has some David Finch. You know what? That one. Okay, so I didn't include the David Finch pieces. They know I've inked David Finch. Jim Lee, Travis, Laniel Yu, Joe Madureira, Steve McNiven, J. Scott Campbell, Chris Bacalo, Jimmy Chung, and John Romita Jr. You know, and he had made a comment about, you know, and more seasoned vets, you know, can always use a brushing up on new trends or whatever like that. I mean, I personally don't think that applies to me. I don't think I'm delusional on that. I'm super, super aggressive and competitive in terms of like what I'm into. If anything, I'm thinking 2 years beyond what's going on right now. In terms of all art, like I said, the writing was on the wall about all this stuff a while ago. In terms of you know, the industry, I don't know if you would call it shrinking, but just, you know what I mean? Like it's just, it's a living organism, comics, and it shrinks and it grows and it goes this way and it goes that way. And you really have to be quite resilient to work in it, as long as I have it. And again, you need to be super driven. You need to have a lot of stamina, and you better be really competitive. So this is what my plan is in my mind, is as soon as I get these commissions done, and I have to do a couple of drawing commissions, which is, it's cool, but it's also kind of a bummer. But I'm so psyched to work on those sequential pages for samples. I don't have time to do it right now because I have to make money during the day. So like the Iron Maiden piece will pay, but they expect me kind of to do, you know, a certain style that they're already familiar with. But the comic book style, like I'm getting really, really excited about developing that. And you know, it's like I would do anything to get inking work today and start working on that and Blaster Kid. Blaster Kid will be a more detailed version of what I'm going to do with my, what would you call it? Like, if I were to get work at DC or Marvel as a penciler right now, the style that I'm going for is like Blaster Kid without the detail, so that I could pencil and ink a page a day or a page like every 2 days. Like I said, I think the best way to get work initially is you need to be productive. And Aaron, who joined up here, Aaron's a terrific penciler. He pencils and inks himself. I think he was saying that he spends like a day to three, like 2 to 3 days on a page. His stuff is pretty detailed, but he's a really, really excellent penciler, like really consistent. I mean, all the points that I tell you that you need to have to be able to draw comics and continue to get work. And like I said, Instagram is a fascinating look at what people do, and it can kind of bum you out if you're not like in a good place, because you see so much great art, and at other times when you're in a better place, it's actually very inspirational. And I'm kind of like on the latter of the two, where although I'm excuse me, having trouble getting inking work, I'm super duper optimistic, and so I'm enjoying seeing everyone's art and looking at it and going like, how would I draw that leg? How would I draw that shoe or that fist if I was going to draw it at that angle? So I'm super inspired, and like I said, my competitive gene is gnarly. So when I see good work, I'm like, okay, I want to get there and then go, past that, which can mess you up too. You have to be able to work for it and have that, like the two don't mix well if like you're super competitive in your mind, but you defeat yourself. So but yeah, so it's going to be really fun, but I'm really going to try to make Patreon fun and exciting, and give you a little bit of art each day and videos, and until things settle down. I'm praying that, man, if in 3 weeks I don't have work, it's going to be really, really scary. I mean, I'm like thinking like, what can I sell? I have tons of comics. I've bought in small collections off people, and I have a lot of ungraded comics that are, some are rare. They're not, a lot of them aren't in probably the best condition, but I was thinking like I could sell those because I don't really care about them. It's one of those things where, I have the first appearance of, or the first issue of Hawkman, Submariner. I have the first appearance of Poison Ivy in a comic, and again, some are in okay shape, but they're still worth money, and like, I need to basically make like what I would make inking each day, but throughout a week. So like I said, right now I'm planning for 3 weeks from now, when I literally have nothing lined up. I think Thursday, well, maybe tomorrow or maybe Friday, I'm going to look into taking more commissions. I just don't want to take drawing commissions because they're gonna, like I said, I really want to develop this like storytelling style, and having people want me to do, like a David Finch style, not inking, but I mean like drawing, penciling and inking something, that style or whatever it is pulling me away from sort of like the premise that I'm going for. And then, the moment I have work, then I can work on Blaster Kid, which is really what I want to be working on, but it doesn't generate any money right now. So it's difficult to justify that. So I'll be doing, I was thinking what I'll do is maybe like a couple of work videos too, where I know people are always interested in inking. I always kind of try to like not do those videos because it's so hard to rebrand yourself as a penciler if you keep showing inks. And I try to break away from it, but at times like this, you have to start to go like, no, like I ink, like give me something to do. Yeah, even online, still to this day, and if you've ever followed my YouTube channel for any length of time, which I would assume some of you have, I've talked about it before. It's like I still to this day will get people go, oh, I had no idea that you drew, and I'll post stuff that I've penciled and inked, and they'll go like, oh, why is my phone going dark? They'll ask me like, who drew it? And I'm like, I drew it. But anyway, I think my camera is dying. It might be out of battery or whatever. So Fender Guitars, a friend of mine made this. It's a bootleg. Shame on me. Hypocrite. All right. All right. I'll talk to you all later. And yeah, I'll be posting some art today. I'm not even sure what I'm working on. I think I'm going to work on the Maiden piece for a little bit. All right. I'll talk to you all later. And I'm on a diet. I've gotten fat from the holidays and everything else. So it's time to lose some weight. All right. Bye.